Hey guys, I've had it. Freaking had it with the soft locks in this game with the score rewards. It's not right. It's not tested. I don't get it. So this is in response to me going to matchmaking Fireteam Ops. Fireteam Ops being the unholiest piece of trash that Bungie has ever created. Um, Expedition Europa. I launched it. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think I've done that one, since it came into the portal and it's matchmaking and it has Brawler and I like Brawler. Who doesn't like Brawler? So I go in there, I get to the freaking end and it's like, oh yeah, 100% treasure collected. And that's it. It just says 100%. I kill the boss. 100% treasure collected. My team just like, okay, well, let's just wipe. So we wipe, and we go back to the beginning of the mission with 0 points. How does that make any sense? I can't even fix the soft lock in the game because it just wants to start me over. That's beside the point because, when I picked up the game last time, I ran into the soft lock in the Haunted Altars where I'm not even to the boss yet. And the Shrieker just won't go away, or it just didn't count, and it did go away. I don't get it. That's part of the pain points that I'm feeling, but then the other part is that anything in the Fireteam Ops playlist doesn't give you the score that it previews. I did Battlegrounds. I was doing Battlegrounds, got C score. I was recommended like almost an A, and I walk out with a C. And that means I didn't get the bonus engrams that I wanted, all because the score doesn't calculate correctly for strikes. So I did Insight Terminus match made, and I was like, okay, I'll get some bonus engrams. I have max bonus engrams because I don't play anything in the Fireteam Ops playlist for a reason, and it was match made, so I did it, and I'm in the back killing all the enemies as one guy's just rushing to the boss room, and then I finally killed the champions in the previous room, and I get joining allies to the boss, and I finish the thing, and I get a C+, and because I got a C+, I don't get the bonus engrams, and I would have been fine with a C+, if I got the bonus engrams, because the bonus engrams would have been tier 5, because I'm 550. But I didn't get that. So I got less than half of the loot I was promised for no reason. And it's like that on several strikes, like Battlegrounds specifically, I've had issues with. I'm doing the strike, and I'm not getting the promised reward, and half the time I'm getting soft locked. Or the player leaves, and then it's just me and some other dude. Kudos to the conquests for actually working. Like conquests seem to be working fine, but everything that's not conquests was not tested and not working freaking fine. Not to mention I'm always getting like C score on conquests, except for Conquest Whisper, which always gives me an A+ no matter how bad I do. Explain that one, Bungie. And I'm not alone on this, because Paul Tassi said it happened 2 times in a row for him on a battleground. He got a C score with a predicted A score. It's not because I'm 550 or anything. It's because the strike doesn't frickin' work. The score system doesn't work. And I remember getting another soft lock a couple times where I was getting, I guess, 99.9% completion, and it was saying 100% complete. And then it wouldn't leave the first area of Cabal's Watch because it said it was 100%, and it wouldn't let me get any more score, but the ship never came, and it kept just saying 100%. I saw this post from Crossfire. He said, I ran a match-made Devil's Lair like half an hour ago. I killed everything and got C. Okay, you got C on Devil's Lair. That means you won't do it again, right? No, he said, alright, maybe I'll just solo it and farm ads, and I wind up getting soft locked in the hacking room and immediately shut the game off. This poor Crossfire got a C, and said, oh, that must have been a bug. Let me try and beat that bug. And then solos it just to get soft locked. On Devil's Lair, a notoriously fine running strike that notoriously runs fine with no bugs, no soft locks, and somehow he managed to soft lock himself in the hacking room. And that's what I'm seeing the Fireteam Ops. Things that worked perfectly fine are no longer working in the Fireteam Ops section. It doesn't work! And I mean, figuring that the new activity Haunted Altars has two different soft locks, one that you can overcome by throwing pumpkin heads or wiping, and then one that you just can't do freaking anything about, just goes to show that the game is just getting less stable. What they're trying to do, they can't even do that right. No wonder we don't have any activities available to play, because they're not working in their play tests, and they're like, oh, well, we'll just have to try and fix that and put it in the game later. And there's still these soft locks that they're missing. They played it once, called it good, put it in the game, and it doesn't work. Doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work, Bungie? And some of you might be like, oh, well, you didn't kill the super special secret mini-boss that spawns at the last 10% of the final boss's health, and you didn't go hunt him down and kill him and get that extra 100 points. That's why you keep getting a C. Well, hello, it's match made. Nobody's gonna stop when they see the boss on red. His health is low. You kill the man, you're done. Even if I wanted to kill a mini-boss that somehow spawned on the other corner of infinity, I wouldn't have enough time. At this point, the only solution is to make projected score the actual score. Like, if you launch and it's projected a specific score, make that the minimum possible score you walk out with, because this is not working. And this isn't a new problem. This has been happening for months. Even last half season, whatever you want to call it, the Fireteam Ops scoring has not been great. And I think the main issue here is that when you lowered the delta, you screwed up the possible score. And that was one of the things I was worried about when you said, oh yeah, we're lowering the delta for all these difficulties, was first thing in my mind, watch it be impossible to get a good score now because the delta's too low. And I don't even like the delta. I'm glad it's low. And I say that about the minimum score, and I realized that wouldn't really work with solo ops because you have to do the bonus objective to get the score. But even then, there's still the bug on K1 Logistics where you'll shoot one of the tower's gunk off and it doesn't give you the points. So even solo ops, these bonus objectives don't help because I can't get the regular objective points, and I'll still get a trash score. And you have to specifically look for 5,000 points when leaving the first area, because if you don't have 5,000 points, then it bugged and you won't get a good score. So maybe, just maybe, your solo op should also just guarantee that predicted score. Like, screw bonus objectives. Wasn't the best idea to begin with. Guarantee that predicted score. So I just wanted to clarify that I don't think Fireteam Ops is bad content. It's fine content. It's just not fine scoring for the content. It's the unholiest scoring. And future me coming here to say that Battleground Delve worked correctly today, and Bungie announced they are working to address the Halloween Altars softlock. A problem with the limited revives modifier was found, and that will also be fixed tomorrow, as well as both Altars softlocks. Maybe that will fix Expedition, probably not. And I also made a video talking about Onslaught / Midtown bug, probably in both Onslaughts, but I didn't test Widow's Court. And the problem is the portal's not showing up on tons of different waves. Like, you potentially every 5 levels you could softlock and you won't know and you won't get the frickin' score. And you could be on the final freaking level and it'll soft lock on you and the portal won't show up or the boss chest won't drop. And that actually may be fixed with the patch tomorrow, if we're lucky. And now they just need all these score fixes I'm talking about because they just don't work. And the saddest part is I can't convince nobody to get on the game anymore, and I can't find a good reason that they should get on the game. And that sucks. And you should have brought the Halloween weapons back instead of this new trash. As a side note. And I kid you not, there was this interaction in the tower, and somebody asked in chat, where is Jurassic Green? How do I get it? And another person responded in the tower saying that they were dumb and all this other stuff, and basically just trolling the crap out of them. And I was like, I know where Jurassic Green is. It's in a time machine because they didn't bring it back. And they're like, oh, but Google told me. Google told me that Jurassic Green is back. And I was like, well, Google's wrong. Players can't even trust Google because Google don't even know what's going on in this game anymore.
Cheese forever, Guardian.